It's a lot. We all dealing with a lot of things that's going on with us. 2021 is about to close down. What did 2021 teach me? Well, a lot of people talk the talk. But when you say, hey, are we going to go down that avenue to try to see if we can make this grow? Are we going to take the footsteps to build a foundation? A lot of people said that, and I'm still hearing crickets. But it's okay. That's how people are. And when people talk about the love stuff, I don't believe in the love stuff. Since 2006, I have not been on one date. I have not been in one relationship. I have not had an intimate encounter since 2006. But that's not what I'm about. What I'm about is working. What I'm about is sometimes picking up a camera. What I'm about is sometimes taking a picture. What I'm about is sometimes capturing a video. What I'm about is using photo editing software. What I'm about is using video editing software. What I'm about is using studio music production tools and software. What I'm about is sometimes shooting a basketball, playing handball. What I'm not about is trying to chase some hot chick to spend my money on. What I'm no longer about is drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, and smoking marijuana. What I'm no longer about is dealing with people. All they want to do is cry about nobody understands me. But they always want to be loved by somebody. See, that's what gets you trapped. Because you always want to be loved. So they're like, oh, we'll sucker that person with love. And then when we ready to flip them out, we flip them out. We ready to flip her out, we ready to flip her out. But it happens. Business wise, little business here and there, not a great amount of business. I lost my closest sister. I lost a lot of friends. We all lost a lot of friends. But my thing with people are, if you gonna say, hey, I want to try this with you, stick to your word unless it's an emergency. Don't get caught out there you doing something else similar to what you and that person discussed and planned, that means you just took the idea of what that person was integrating you in with, and you took it and you ran with it like you stole somebody's patent. But people are like that. And then we get the people that all they want to do is criticize. They'll say, oh, maybe you need to try this. But they just want to criticize what you're trying to do. Because maybe at that point of their life, they didn't have the courage to try and do what you're doing. Sometimes people do a lot more with less because it's inside, it's not the equipment. As I mean, most people say, all right, we'll speak camera language. Most people said, oh, I gotta get a $5,000 camera, right? Take a picture of the Brooklyn Bridge, front of Manhattan Bridge, right? I got a picture somewhere on my phone or somewhere on my Facebook or somewhere on my Instagram where I took a picture of the Brooklyn Bridge with a camera, a Nikon D5100, a DSLR, and the sensor had fungus on the left hand side where it's like a little quarter of an inch in, looked like a little black Christmas tree embedded into the photo. You know, you can clone stamp it out and all that with Photoshop. But long story short was the picture came out amazing. A lot of pictures with that broken camera came out amazing. And all I hear is, oh, you must got the brand new Canon T7. You must got the Nikon 850, the D500, the F4, and all that. I didn't have all that. And I scraped up the money and I bought a 55 to 200 millimeter kit lens, zoom lens, I guess you can call it that. And that's what I took the picture with. I was standing on the Manhattan Bridge, stuck my lens through the fence, and I took the picture of the Brooklyn Bridge. And the picture was amazing. And I still remember a picture that I took of a man and his dog. They used to sit outside Broadway Junction. I didn't take it with that lens. I took it with another lens. And then there was another man when I left Broadway Junction and I'm walking, past the Long Island Railroad, under the Long Island Railroad to get to the other side. And there was this epic picture that I took of this man with his head on the wall. Like he had nothing but the whole world about to crush his skull. And he's leaning forward with his head on the wall. And I took it with that same 55 to 200 millimeter Nikon lens on a fungus DSLR D5100. I like the camera so much I bought another one. And I loaned it to somebody and they never gave me the camera back. And I've saved up for a 35 millimeter lens that cost me about $250 at that time. And I ain't get the camera or the lens back. Gave them 2 batteries and a charger to help them out. But I never got that camera back. But I know if I see pictures and I see something on the left hand side that's not cropped out, I know that was from my camera. if I see a video and I look closely and I see a little Christmas tree on the left hand side, little black tree mark, like a tree indentation, I know that video was taken with my camera. But it's okay, because I blessed myself with a D5300. I blessed myself with a D5600. I blessed myself with the A6500. I blessed myself with the Sony A7 III with various lenses and stuff like that. But it's not even about that. It's about growth. So I grew as an individual, and I grew as a photography, videography enthusiast, and I grew as an audio production enthusiast. I'm not making any major movies. I'm not making any YouTube movies. I'm not making no television shows. I'm not producing any great beats or hits or songs. But I do what I do because it's for me. Whether I make a dime, it came from my mind. It came from my hands, no matter how. It came out of my thoughts. So it's my creation. My picture, my video, my style. People might say, oh, I don't like his style. He's too old fashioned, blah, 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 blah. But hey, it's me. I'm Mr. Vintage. I know a little up-to-date stuff, but it is what it is. And I gotta say, people that got in front of my camera and let me take pictures of them, I appreciate each and every one of you. Because you said yes. Countless others was like, yeah, we can do that, and I never seen them. So to the few that let me take that picture, let me shoot that video, let me do the event, that stuck with me over the years, I appreciate you. Whether I get famous or never become famous, I appreciate you because you had enough faith in me to say, yeah, go ahead, we can do this. And we did it, and it's over. Whether you make $1 or I make $1, it's done. It's created, it's finished. And I appreciate that. And for the people that keep saying, that keep sidestepping, I want you to keep on sidestepping into 2022. So whenever I do something and it moves me up in another direction, if you sidestep me and I move up the food chain, and then you're knocking, oh, can we? There's no can we, because if I'm reminding you, hey, we can try this, we can try that for weeks, months, and even years, I'm like that elephant. I don't forget who actually said yes and did it, and who always saying, yeah, we gonna do it. Wow, it's been like 8 months and you keep saying we gonna do it. It's not happening. But I respect you because you got to do what you got to do, whether it includes me or not. I'm not here to stop what you're doing, but don't keep making promises towards me and towards something that we can do together to grow just to think it sounds good, and then you run to somebody else. But it's all good. Love things? Nah, I don't do the love thing. Sorry. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for, oh, I ain't gonna cheat on you. I love you. I'm faithful. But as soon as your money go down, they're like, why don't you go why don't you go get another job? Because I'm used to this pampered lifestyle. And if you can't pamper me, I'm going to have to find me someone that can pamper me. Because I'm God's gift to men. I'm God's gift to women. That's what we have to deal with. Think about that. So when you say, hey, we could possibly do that, put it in mind that, hey, try to get the wheels in motion to get it done. Instead of saying I'm gonna lead you on, I'm gonna lead you on, I'm gonna lead you on, and never do anything with you. That's very discrediting. But it's okay. A lot of people follow that trait. If it ain't filling their pockets, they ain't trying to do nothing with you. That's all to it. I understand. I ain't doing nothing with OG. He ain't got this. He ain't got that. I respect it. Just do you. Just stay in your lane. I stay in my lane. I don't need to cross over to nobody's lane. I want everybody to have a safe and blessed night. I'm up out of here. I'm not here to get on ladies' cases. This goes to men and women. If you know you ain't right, why you dragging somebody into your foolishness? Why you stressing somebody else out with your foolishness? Why don't you just get away from them? Let them go. Stop trying to hold on because you might be out there trying to dip in somewhere else and you're trying to hold on just in case it fails on you. That's what normally happens. And you always hear that rumor, he's just a friend. And they say she's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. Think about it. I'm out.